Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today in this class we are going to learn how to find how many digits are there in a given number. Let's take one example. We will take some numbers. Okay, how many digits are there? In this number, let's take they are given this number and they are telling like find how many digits are there in that number, right? We need to find the number of digits present in our number. So there are the 4 digits are present in this number. So how can I do that one with the help of programming? We are going to understand that in the today's class. So first we will understand the logic, then we are going to the coding part. So let's go. Okay, here we know that how many digits are there, right? We can easily count here, right? How can we do that one? Means let's take, we will do one thing. We are going to use the here we are going to repeatedly dividing the number with the 10 and we will find how many digits are there. See, I'm going to tell you, we are going to divide this number with a 10 and we are repeatedly doing this one and we are incrementing the count. By that, we can find how many digits are present in this number. So let's take here, we will take a same number 7890. Then we are going to divide this number. Then we are going to divide this number with the 10. If you are dividing, what you are getting here, we are getting 789, right? So then what we are doing means we are incrementing the count. After dividing, we are incrementing the count. After that, we will take again, we are going to do the same repetition here. See, whatever the numbers we are getting here after dividing, we are taking this number 789 and we are dividing again with the 10. What we are getting here means we are getting a 78 and we are incrementing the count. Here what we are getting a count as a 1 we are getting. After that, here we are incrementing the count. Now count become 2. Again we are doing the same thing, like here we are taking a 78 and we are dividing with the 10 and we are incrementing the count. Now count become 3, right? So let's take here 78 and we are dividing with the 10 and we will get a 7 here and we will increment the count after dividing. So the count become 3, right? So now what we are going to do means we will take this 7 number and we will divide again with the 10 and what we are getting here means 0 and we are incrementing the count. And here count become 4 and here see here 0. When we get a 0, that time we are going to stop the iteration. Again I'm going to tell you how we can find the number of digits. We will do it the coding part also. First we are going to understand the logic how we are going to find that one. So we are using the concept of dividing and we are using the concept of incrementing. And here see we are taking a number whatever they are given and we are dividing with the 10 and we will get a number like 789. After we are dividing, what we are doing here means we are incrementing the count. Now count become 1, right? Initially we are initialize the count to 0 and when after we are dividing the number, then we are incrementing the count. So here first initial time after dividing that one, we are getting a count to the 1. After that, here we are whatever number we are getting here, right? After dividing what the numbers we are getting, that number we are taking here and we are dividing with the 10 and we will get a here 78 and we are incrementing the same thing. After that the count become 2, like that. Here we are taking the same number and we are dividing with the 10 and we will get one number. After that we will increment a count. Now count become 3. After that, here we are taking a 7 and we are dividing with the 10. Now count we are incrementing and the count become 4. And when we are getting a 0, that time we are stopping the iteration and we will get a count finally, right? We are getting a count as the 4. See, count here how many digits are there, 4, right? This is how we are going to find. This is a logic how we are going to do this part. So let's go and do the coding part. We are creating a class. We are giving a class name as and here we are clicking on public static void main. See here, we will give one sentence. Okay, before that we will take a scanner object so that we can take the input from the user. We are importing this one, and here we will give one sentence. Enter the number. Then here we will going to collect that number whatever the user is going to be enter. So I will take int num equal to scan dot next. Previously I told you how we are going to take the number, why we are using that specific next int, all those things. If you don't know, go and check my playlist, you will get that one, how to take the input from using the scanner class. So let's go. We are taking a number, whatever the user entering, we are going to collect that number and we are storing it in one variable called as a num, and we will take one more variable called as a count, and here we will take one more variable for the safety purpose. That's it. We will take a temp and we are going to store that number whatever the user is entered. I'm telling here we are going to create a scanner object, and here we are giving one sentence, enter the number. Then we are taking the number whatever the user entering here, and we are collecting that number and we are storing it one variable called as a num, and we are taking one more variable called as a count, and we are whatever here the number right, we are taking that number and we are storing it in one more variable called as a temp. This is just a safety purpose we are using that one. That's it. So let's take if num equal to, first user enter the 0, right? 0 is also a number, right? So okay, we will do with the temp itself. So here let's take if the user enters 0, right? 0 is also a one number, right? If that is a 0 is a number, then we are going to check here if it is a 0 or what. If the user enters 0, that is also a one number, right? So that time what we are going to do means we are giving a count to the 1. Else if the user enters some other numbers, that time what we are going to do means we will take one while loop. So I told you what are the things we are going to do here, right? Iteratively we are going to do, right? Here I told you we need to give the sum of the logic, right? Up to how many times we need to do the iteration means up to we get a 0. Until that we need to do the same iteration, right? So we are giving one condition here in the while loop. So what we are giving here means if number is greater than 0, right? Until that we are going to do this part, right? Until that we are going to do this part. If we get a 0, that time we are not doing anything, we are stopping that one, right? We are stopping the iteration and all those things. Here inside this while loop, what logic we need to give, I told you here we need to use the concepts of divide, right? And we need to increment, use the increments, right? We need to increment the count. Here what we are going to do means here we need to repeatedly divide the number with the 10, right? We are taking as a temp and here we are dividing it repeatedly. Then what we are going to do means we are incrementing the count after dividing that one. Like that we are repeatedly doing this part, and here I will give one sentence here. The number of digits is, then here I'm going to give a count. Then we will save this program and let's run the program. Enter the number. We will take the same number 7890. See here the number of digits is 4. Let's take another number. We will give a 0 here. So let's take number of digit is 1. 0 is also a number, right? So and we will take some random numbers 4. Okay, we will take see number of digits is 2. This is how we are going to find the number of digits present in our numbers. So if you have any doubt, let me know in the comment. See you in the next.